Hi everybody, welcome to Comfort Life channel. I'm Irina and today we continue talking about retinoids. I find this topic important because so many people are struggling with using this product, and I think it's very important to know also a few rules that are very important to know. I'm just gonna stress it out here that you need to follow when you're using the retinoid product. So we all know that retinoids are class compounds derived from vitamin A. There are so many different formulas out there you can find over the counter or prescription ones. And I would recommend probably starting thinking about retinoids definitely after 35, say 35 plus is a good idea. And I would say that it is important to remember a few rules. They're not necessarily always listed on the box, so I'm just going to share it with you here. So for example, you're taking vitamin A supplements, and while you're doing that, I would not recommend you just using any retinoid products. Now, if you have been sick, say with COVID or any other flu or something like virus, right, I would recommend you to wait up to a month after your body is fully recovered and then start using retinoids. Obviously, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you should also not use retinoids because the molecule is kind of penetrates deeply, so just remember that. If you have sensitive skin or you suffer from rosacea, retinoids unfortunately will not be suitable for you in this case, so you will need to work closely with your doctor to monitor the condition and find the product that will work for you in this case. If you are a complete beginner, you do not need to go to the store and think, oh, for the same amount of money, I could buy the highest percentage of retinol out there. No, don't do that. Your skin will suffer. This is the last thing you would need to do. You start always with the very smallest percentage of retinol, and then you teach your skin how to use the product very gradually. And sometimes we think that faster is better, more is better. Some things maybe, but not with retinoids. So the key formula of success, I would say, would be to start to use a product once a week for a month. Yes, it's going to take you the whole month, but it's so worth it. Or maybe if you see after 2 weeks you don't see any reaction, start doing it twice a week. Then see how your skin feels, and then gradually do it 3 times a week and increase. Obviously, during very bright sunny months, I would not recommend you to do like a lot, but say if you live maybe in the climate where it's always sunny, obviously any climate, regardless of the place you live in, use SPF the morning after. Now, another thing you need to remember is that you always only need to use retinoids at night. Say if you skipped or forgot in the morning, you just wanted to do it, don't. Wait until the nighttime. And again, SPF. If you suffer from acne and you were prescribed a strong formula of retinoids, I would even recommend you to go further and add maybe additional sort of protection from the sun, like maybe get yourself a hat, buy sunglasses, or just start wearing them. And this will be easier for your skin to sort of feel better, because when you use very strong retinoid right away, your skin will be peeling, will be irritated, and it is not normal. You need to adjust to the product. There is a good method called sandwich method, is when you could use a moisturizer first and then use the retinol or any other retinoid product. So this way your skin will be already moisturized, and if you see that the moisturizer you have right now doesn't actually work very well at making your skin feeling its best, also think about that. Maybe you need to get the product that would be give you more moisture, give you more soothing properties. But when you are shopping for retinol products, and a lot of them, thankfully, they already have a lot of soothing ingredients in them. What you also need to understand is that when you're buying the product, you kind of do need to understand what you're buying. Because if, say, for example, you're buying retinol palmitide, it will probably not cause any irritation. But if you get 2% of retinol, that would definitely cause dryness and irritation, inflammation if you are a beginner. Now, I would say that when you are sort of doing this course of retinoids, you probably should stay away from other facial peels and excessive exfoliation. For example, you have some cream moisturizer which has acid in it, and or maybe you're doing a weekly peel, so you need to stay away from those products, or at least never use them at the same time. But if you have a type of skin that basically never suffers from any irritation and you could use retinoid products without any problems, probably you could be able to use acids together with the retinoid products, but again, you would never do it at the same time. You should also know about other important factors. So if you have chronic liver disease, also consult with your doctor about using retinols. I've already said about pregnancy and breastfeeding. Now, if your skin has any scratches, if it is damaged, if you had maybe some burn on your skin, do not use retinol. If your skin also suffers from eczema, again, stay away. And of course, kids should not use the product as well. So all retinols is a group of chemicals that could be natural or synthetic, and they could include such ingredients as retinol acetate, and this would be the weakest formula. They could also include retinol palmitate. This is also a very good formula for beginners, and very often people are like using it with it when they suffer from acne. Another would be regular retinol, which could be called retinol or retinol. It is, I think, the one we could see the most often. It is pretty universal, and I think it is a good idea to use the products containing that ingredient. Then there's also retinoic acid and tretinoin, and most likely these would not be found in over-the-counter products that would be prescription, could be prescribed by your dermatologist, and they have a more powerful formula, so to say. So this would be all the formulas, and again, just to sum it all up, if you're just a beginner, I have a few products I could share with you. So the one I got the very first time was Retinol Complex. I'm not getting paid by any of these companies, it's just what I used. It contains 0.25, and I would say that if you're a beginner, this is your absolute maximum. You do not go higher than that. There is also another one called Medicate, and it is considered to be, on the internet, has good reviews. It contains 0.03%, and it is considered a very good formula for beginners. And I could say right away that this is a lot more gentle on my skin. I would say that I have basically normal skin with some oiliness in my T-zone, but as I get older, that kind of also goes away. And when the winter months come and the fall months come, is actually the time where we're supposed to use retinol, my skin gets drier just on its own without any other products. It's due to the fact that it's actually dry outside, even without the heating period, and maybe the winds, so I don't know. Go figure. We should never forget to drink enough amount of water, and again, especially if you're using the retinoids, because sometimes when it's summertime, we all of a sudden remember about that water intake, but come winter, we forget. So yes, do that. And so these two products I could recommend because I have used them. I haven't used anything else, so if you have any great recommendations, let me know. And now I've mentioned SPF, and I have two products I could recommend. I could recommend more. Maybe I'll make a video where maybe I even will be applying this, because I've been on a mission of finding a good SPF product that I love, the way it looks and the way it feels, because I hate this greasy feeling, especially during the summer months. So the one here is Alta MD. It's called UV Daily. It's tinted face sunscreen. It's good for dry and combination skin, which is good in our case here. It has hyaluronic acid and zinc oxide, which is transparent. So so when you just apply this product, it might seem oily, but just give it a little bit of time, it's gonna dry. And maybe if you have very fair skin tone, it will be too dark for you. But for me, so just a hint, I'm using MAC concealer in color NW24. That's my skin type. I can basically use it like a foundation, that particular color. And when I use that, especially during summer months, fits me perfectly. And another one is Zio Skin Health. It's called, it's Sunscreen Plus Primer. It's SPF 30, and what it's called? It's called Zio X12, but I'm gonna leave a link or add the product. I love this very much. It has a very nice feeling on the skin. The only thing I love the way you could apply it. The only thing I hate is when it gets on my lips, for example. I have that very strong feeling of it, like in my mouth, and also if it once got into my eye, also a very bad feeling. So I don't know if either it's so strong or whatever, but if you're using it, just like cover your mouth and make sure it doesn't get into your eyes. If you're interested about videos with other Sunscreens, let me know. I'll probably make one anyway. So there is a course, right? You could treat it as a course. For example, you love using other products, exfoliators and peels, so that's fine. Use the retinol for at least 3 to 4 months, because you're not gonna see results overnight. You need to wait for your for your cells to do a complete turnover, and plus some more time. We're all different, and we all start with different sort of data right on our faces and needs, so just keep that in mind. You could start with as low as once a week and then increase to twice a week, 3 times a week, and see if you could use it every other day. You don't need to use it every day too. Now, if you see that your skin is feeling fine, you don't have any burning, you don't have any excessive dryness, redness, irritation, you could keep this product and use it like as much as skin tolerates in the beginning for a month. But if you see that your skin becomes irritated, very dry, again, come back and make sure that you're using the correct percentage of retinol, and then perhaps you need to invest in some moisturizer that would sort of do more for your skin than probably the one you already have. If you love using serums, that's fine. You could even add an additional serum with hyaluronic acid, niacinamide, and you could use this serum 30 minutes before retinol. So this way it will not be like too much. So you first apply the serum, then you could apply your retinol product, and then you apply moisturizer. So like very big sandwich method here. Now another way you could do is first apply retinol and then apply the serum or a cream. So just see what your skin works at. Probably you will need to use the sandwich method at first, and then you would just start with retinol. But the most important thing is do not rush, and pay attention to the way your skin feels. This is the most important thing for us here. If you guys like this video, please put the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Thank you so very much for watching. If you have any questions or ideas for future videos, please let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.